ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानगन्धर्वशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे okay, so we discussed yesterday, completed discussion about the two splendors of sadhana, which is klesha agni and shubhada, destruction of suffering and appearance of all good qualities. These happen, these appear simultaneously. Hmm. um, and the appearance of all good qualities, and also it's a gradual unfurling, as it is said here. There is a gradual unfurling. Gradually, these things will happen. Um, in in Upadeshamrita, Sri Rupa Goswami says, Utsaha Nichaya Dhairya. So we should be patient and endeavor in the right direction so that these things can actually happen. Okay, so that's where we stopped yesterday. Okay, so the stages of advancement in bhakti. First, the qualification for bhakti is Shraddha or faith. Shraddha is firm trust in the import of the bhakti scriptures. So this is Ado Shraddha. This Shraddha has nothing to do with anything else. Mm. This is just a firm trust in the import of the bhakti scriptures. That little trust in bhakti, devotees, in what they are saying, that is the um, beginning qualification. It also means to have a genuine desire to undertake the activities described in those scriptures and strong desire to attain the goal. See, now, this is very important. Now, clear definition of Shraddha is given. So, first of all, we should have a genuine desire to undertake bhakti, to do bhakti, right? To do activities of bhakti. Genuine desire. So, we see many a times, we try to preach to people. They have a semblance of bhakti. It is called bhakti abhasa. It's like a little bit of sattva guna, but they don't have trust in bhakti scriptures. Mm. So that is not a genuine desire. So they come and then they go off. Then they might still be attached to other things like other so-called spiritual processes. But that's not genuine. Only those who have a genuine desire to undertake activities of bhakti will come to this path of bhakti. So first is we should have a genuine desire. Next most important thing is the strong desire to attain the goal. See, this is where most of us will get stuck. So, which means that Shraddha itself, that faith itself is not complete. Prabhupada in one purport says that advancement is bhakti means uh, actually increasing this faith to make it strong. Strong desire to attain the goal. So, for which first of all we have to understand what is the goal, and then we have to attain the strong desire. So, two things which are important. First is a genuine desire to just undertake bhakti. First, there should be a little faith that in bhakti, in devotees, etc., and that should keep growing. Second is there should be a genuine desire to engage in activities of bhakti. And third one is a strong desire to attain the goal. Mm. So these three things are important. Either of these types of faith may arise naturally or by force. So these may arise naturally for unfortunate souls or by force. By force means devotees pull, right? Devotees pull somehow. And then these things might appear. So this is the first thing. So we have to understand where we stand. Do we have Firm trust in the import of the bhakti scriptures? Yes, no. Do we have a genuine desire to undertake activities of bhakti? Yes, no. Do we have a strong desire to attain the goal? Yes, no. And based on where it is no, that is where our problem lies, right? And we need to work on it. Again, working on it means hearing first Shravanam, then association of those devotees who have that genuine desire, and associate to extent or in such a way that it rubs off. That their genuine desire rubs off on us, their strong desire rubs off on us. That kind of a association is required. Okay, so this is the first part. This is Adav Shraddha. This is the first thing about Shraddha. Now, once this Shraddha develops, what happens? Then, by receiving instructions, by taking shelter of the lotus feet of a guru and inquiring from him in the proper way, one attains auspicious association with a devotee knowledgeable of bhakti, who is affectionate and sharing similar taste. Very, very beautiful words. Then means after this Shraddha is there, what will happen? By receiving instructions, by taking shelter of the lotus feet of a guru. So for all of us, the first guru is Srila Prabhupada, right? He is the Shiksha Guru. So by taking shelter, we have to take shelter of his lotus feet and we have to receive instructions. See, instructions by definition means something that needs to be followed, not something which is heard and ignored, right? So when we read Srila Prabhupada's books, we are receiving instructions directly from Prabhupada and we have to try to follow. And then we have to inquire from him. Of course, now inquiring from Srila Prabhupada is not possible. Then what happens is one attains, anyway, by reading Prabhupada's books, one attains auspicious association with a devotee knowledgeable of bhakti. So, see, association means association of devotees who are more advanced than us, who are more knowledgeable than us, and with a devotee knowledgeable of bhakti, not of karma, not of jnana, right? And bhakti here means pure bhakti, Shuddha bhakti. So we have to get the association of devotee who is knowledgeable of bhakti, which is pure bhakti. And very importantly, he should be affectionate and sharing similar taste. Now, the similar taste is a very important thing. Somehow devotees are not able to understand this who are preaching. Not everybody will have similar taste. What does similar taste mean? So at multiple levels, we can think about similar taste, right? First one is about the strong desire to attain the goal itself is similar taste. People who don't have strong desire will not be able to associate with others who don't have strong, who have strong desire, right? Like people who don't have strong desire will want to associate with people who don't have strong desire, which means that they want to do things in a much lighter way. Somebody, so somebody wants to do Tivra Bhakti, he or she will like to associate with other devotees who have want to do Tivra Bhakti. Somebody wants to do book distribution, he or she will associate with devotees who are doing book distribution. Somebody wants to do Kirtan, he or she will associate with devotees who are doing. So there also has to be a similar taste. Some sharing, not that 100% it has to match. And many times without actually understanding the mood of a particular devotee, a new devotee. Preachers actually push them in a wrong direction. Yesterday I was talking to one devotee. That person wants to do intense bhakti, but whomever she was calling as Shiksha Guru, unfortunately, without understanding the definition of Shiksha Guru, Shiksha Guru was pushing her in a different direction. She wanted to do Tivra Bhakti. Shiksha Guru was saying, no, no, take it easy. Focus on your responsibilities. Don't become too, uh, don't have to become so intense right now, etc. Now, which means that it is not sharing similar taste. But without knowing this, that person started considering that other devotee as Shiksha Guru. So I said, see, you're doing a big offense. You're considered somebody a Shiksha Guru and you're rejecting his instruction. We should not simply accepting somebody as Shiksha Guru is not cheap. Devotees are under the misunderstanding today that whoever they hear from is their Shiksha Guru, not necessary. They might still be Pada Pradarshaka in the sense they might still be helping them understand various aspects of bhakti, etc., very initial stages, or they might just be giving a class. You might be hearing Bhagavad Gita from somebody. That doesn't mean that they are your Shiksha Guru. We can hear from any qualified devotee who is knowledgeable of bhakti. But that's not necessarily the qualification for Shiksha Guru. Shiksha Guru means surrender. Right? There should be similar taste. We should understand that this person is knowledgeable. He or she can guide us as good as the Diksha Guru. And of course, the devotee should be affectionate. This is one big issue actually amongst the devotees who are preaching. Somehow there is no affection at all. There is like hard-heartedness, which is not good. See, Prabhupada, we should understand Prabhupada's mood. He was a thunderbolt on the Vyasasana. When he's sitting on the Vyasasana and speaking, people would shiver. But with the same, some topic Prabhupada had discussed, and if devotees go to Prabhupada with their own personal problem, he would never be so hard. Right? In fact, I experienced that with my own Guru Maharaj, who generally is considered very, strict. He's not so when it comes to personal dealings because he's very affectionate. He understands the position, all of our positions, and he guides. So we should not, first of all, run away from people who are, little bit strict on the Vyasasana. It's not that they are hard-hearted. They're just telling what needs to be told. Right? So it's very important that us devotees who are preaching should be knowledgeable, but at the same time should be affectionate. And if we are not sharing similar taste with other devotees, we should actually connect them to devotees who have similar taste. Many a times I do this. If somebody is like not wanting to do very intense sadhana, etc., I said, no problem. You can, there's so many other devotees you can go and associate, not an issue. Right? Because it will unnecessarily fry them, right? And they will lose interest also. That's not our intent. Our intent is to help everybody to make progress in bhakti. Different people have different tastes. So this is very important. Please understand, this is the type of devotee association we require. Devotee knowledgeable of bhakti, you're knowledgeable of pure bhakti, who is affectionate and who is sharing similar taste. From this person, we can take guidance. And in some sense, this person will become our Shiksha Guru, who will take us to the Diksha Guru. That's how it is working in today's ISKCON. Okay, are these two things clear? Shraddha and Ado Shraddha Tatha Sadhu Sangha. So this is Sadhu Sangha. Any questions, anybody?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Mataji. Mataji, your voice is not audible.
Like now you were just like me?
Yeah, it's breaking a bit.
Because I'm out of station. I think it won't be better than this.
Okay. Yeah, they know it's audible. Yeah.
Prabhuji, like as you said, you're Shiksha Guru and like you have like-mindedness, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Many times, like young devotees come, or these devotees who are in, like, क्या बोलते हैं, youth form, they come.
Youth forum.
They come for guidance.
Yeah.
Many of them, when they're still very young, immature, they want to give up home, this thing. They want to become sannyasis. And I personally also preach, and my Prabhu also, I've heard him preach. He'll say, no, pehle aap apna education pura karo. Oh yeah, like look into your finances, look into your this, and even like then I mean, don't leave your chanting, don't leave the temple, but don't at the same time do. Then how does that stand, Prabhu, with your what I understood of your
Yeah, yeah,
teaching.
yeah, yeah. So see, basically the thing is we have to, yes, one is we should be able to understand if a devotee is immature, right? And it's very easy to find this out, right? See, somebody wants to do the brahmachari, right? What normally I do is just for 2 weeks, for example, right? Put them through a intense uh, sadhana seva rigor, right? In the sense for them to just understand what it means to be a brahmachari. We'll give them a sample dose of what it means, right? Now, if that person sustains, if that person actually relishes, if that person is, becoming more happy by engaging in those activities, then we can understand saying that, looks like maybe there is something in this person, right? And again, it's not a short term, 1 day kind of call about, pushing a person in a particular direction. Many a times devotees come time and again keep saying, okay, no, no, I want to do this, I want to do this. Okay. So you're showing so much of desire, right? Now to check whether that desire is actually genuine or not, we have to put them through some little tests, right? And consistently over say 3 months, or 6 months, if the devotee is actually consistently showing that same amount of rigor, same amount of intensity, same amount of disinterest towards material things, etc., then it might mean that that person is, possibly not a grahastha material, right? So we have to we cannot do this overnight, but at the same time, it should not be that for everybody it is the same solution. I know of
But
devotees who come to me who say that they're, Prabhu, I want to do intense sadhana. I just tell them simple first thing, saying that please send me your sadhana chart, right? After they 2 weeks, they send me sadhana chart, then sadhana is all over the place. Then I said, Baba, ऐसे तो कुछ नहीं हो सकता ना. So first you please fix your sadhana. So no, many people actually in this only they go off. Meaning we know that they are not that kind of, intense material for any kind of giving up something business, right? So there are various ways by which actually we can evaluate whether a person is, really ready for something like that or not. And you see, both are wrong. Pushing somebody who is not qualified to push in that direction is wrong. At the same time, somebody who seems to be, kind of cut out for that, pushing him away from that is also disservice. It's not, one shoes fits all, right? So we have to be very careful when, uh, at least I'm normally very careful dealing with youth, right? Because I to test them, I'll just push them a little and then figure out saying that, yeah, no, 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 not there, right? So it's just immaturity.
Actually, why? Sorry, Prabhu, I am
Yes,
taking
Prabhuji.
phone from her.
Yeah, yeah,
Why
please.
she came in this conclusion? Actually, she has seen me talking to older devotees of Hare Krishna. So they were very disturbed. They were abusing ISKCON, they were abusing, because unmature children got made brahmachari.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Staying in temple, education not complete. There was a lot of issues out there actually.
Yeah. No, we have to be very careful. See, many a times I also ask devotees saying that, why do you want to do this? And somebody says, no, no, I have too many problems at home. I said, then go back, solve your problems. Right? I mean, see, because we should understand saying that are these people running away from something? Do they really have genuine desire for bhakti and activities of bhakti? So
not
it's,
to brahmachari is not to solve the problems actually. Brahmachari is not the way. So running away from the problem is, Prabhupada says, it's not the way to solve the
yeah,
problem.
so yeah, absolutely right. So we cannot, sir, run away. Many devotees, I just said, I'm in a very deep problem. I said, you just get out of the problem and then come. You just try to get out of that problem that you have and then come. That will show if that person is really genuinely interested or not. So it's I mean, which is why preaching is it's a little bit of art, understanding people, their nature, and all these things. So yeah, but at the same time, I've seen many places where genuine devotees are genuinely wanting to do, and they have been discouraged. So both should not happen. Both should not happen, right?
Yeah. Actually, now youth boys who are joined last in few years, 7, 8, they come, but I just because I know, you see, also, which I am knowing. So I just asked them, okay, financial code, secured yourself. Yes, they say yes. Okay, your house is comfortable. Yes, comfortable. Then okay, just go ahead. Actually, can I, because they're staying so many from few 1 or 2 years in ashram. So okay, then it's okay. If somebody say no, my father had no job, my mother struggling. So I said no, please. First you settle your house things actually, mother or whatever either you settle things. Then only you can join full time actually. Can don't leave your job actually. That is because there are children. My thoughts are there. Maybe you maybe differ my thought, but I feel first we should guide them in a life also. Okay, where they should not later on in life they should not feel like okay, why have you done like this? Actually, I feel that way actually.
Okay. Yeah, Prabhu, because see, both are there. See, sometimes, unfortunately, for whatever reason, some devotees have, because of their bad past karma, whatever they have, they have so many difficulties, right? But because they have difficulties, should not also disqualify them from doing full-time bhakti, right? So, which is why in these cases, I little bit push them on both sides, right? Saying that you continue your working, right? You continue whatever you're earning, you give, right? Take care of your responsibility. But at the same time, we should see some seriousness in that devotee to wanting to make progress, right? And if we see that then maybe we can think differently also.
I made you privately that one boy,
Mm-hmm.
that he done MBA. And he was
Uh-huh.
almost full-time joining.
Uh-huh.
Then not, he was not youth form.
Uh-huh.
Suddenly he was, they gave, I asked him to house, he said, no, everything settled, this, he's in charge, brought to me, everything okay. Later on, after 1 year, 2 years, he said, Prabhu, I to leave ashram. I have to complete. My parents are forcing I to get married, and now he's married also. But again, he is his job also, but he's teaching also. So he is now
Yeah, but one more consideration, Prabhu, actually is what kind of
I'm asking you,
association they
I'm
get.
asking this situation, what should I do actually, Kenan? You tell
No,
me.
see, if that person is already, if a person is immature, that immaturity, so he should be in association devotees where he will understand whether he is immature or mature. In the sense, I'm saying, see, if they don't get the right kind of association, also it's a big problem, right? Because many a times, even serious devotees who are even grastas. Yesterday I was
Yeah.
talking to somebody, right? Like, uh, amazing book distributor. And unfortunately, all of this discussion was before marriage, after marriage. We were discussing, few devotees. They're saying how life changes before, after marriage. They said, like,
Yeah.
amazing book distributors, like I was telling some few devotees, I don't want to name, like, I was so inspired when I came into Krishna consciousness and saw these devotees distributing books left, right, and center. And today they're cold. And then we
Yeah.
were discussing thing that what happened. I mean, why? So because they gave up whatever they had to for whatever reasons, like personal reasons, they had to do something. They went out of association of devotees and they became cold. Right, that fire is gone. Now today again, that fire is slowly coming up. Right. So the problem is also about the type of association. See, especially brahmacharis. I'm very, which is why that I was saying that Prabhu, why are brahmacharis sitting in the in the ashram? And they're reading. No, Prabhupada did not give that program. Prabhupada's program was reading in the morning, right?
Yeah.
And 2 times in the day, they should be out book distribution,
Out.
right? Now, if they're not doing that, they will never get the mood of, and obviously
Yeah.
then something, they'll talk to some people, something will come up, somebody will say, I'm such a comfortable life. And the mind will just go, right, in some direction unnecessarily. But if they're rightly engaged, and if that person is actually genuinely serious, that person can make progress. So
And
it's also important what kind of association they're in, right? Whether they're getting the right kind of
no,
association.
I won't name it. He has written so many books also. Not Kenan. He's outside from Maharashtra. Maybe,
Mm.
maybe you will understand. He was brahmachari, written so many books.
Mm.
And suddenly I came to know he changed ashram. So
Okay. I mean, any of those one.
what will you say about this actually, Kenan? After reading
No,
so many
but
books, knowledge, everything.
it's general. Like, I don't know if I can comment generally, right? But
No.
specifically,
Actually,
we
for my,
can.
I'm not asking you to comment. I'm just for my knowledge because as a management, so many situations come. So how to deal for that? But I'm just not to comment on him actually.
No, I
I'm
don't even
asking
know.
on situation only, Kadam, actually.
Yeah, but there are so many details to be understood, right? In what I meant was saying that before a particular situation, we can say anything. We have to understand that person, that situation, what or what. See, because if we have like, okay, let me put it this way: if there is a fixed, clear, understood process, right? That people who want to become brahmacharis, they go through that clear process, and out of 100, say 90 came out successful, right? Now,
Yeah.
which means that that process in general is working. If that
Working,
process in
working.
general is working, now there will be those 10 people who will drop off, right? Or there will be that one-off person who will take a wrong decision or who ends up taking a wrong decision. Those things can be understood, right? But if the norm, if that is an exception, right, out of 100 people, only two people, exited, right? Or five people exited. But if 50 people are exiting, then the process itself is not correct. So we have to
Yes.
understand where the problem is,
Okay. Okay. Understood. Understood.
right? So it's that's what I was saying.
Thank
Okay,
you.
okay,
Thank you.
okay, okay, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Okay, anybody else has anything else? Um, okay, so these two things, maybe I'll just start on this bhajana kriya. It's the most important part. Just start so that we can understand what this topic is, and we'll continue in the next session.
I
Next.
asked you, it is for my knowledge actually, as a discussion actually I asked.
Yes, yes, Prabhu. No problem.
Right.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. Next, he takes up the practice of different types of service. So this is bhajana kriya. So now, see, sadhana has started because he's come in touch with sadhu sangha. So once he's come in touch with sadhu sangha, his sadhana has started, and now this is called bhajana kriya or execution of devotional activities. Service here doesn't necessarily mean only our understanding of service means something apart from sadhana. No, this is all activities basically, which is sadhana, service, everything together is bhajana kriya. This is called bhajana kriya or the execution of devotional activities. So be it chanting, be it hearing, be it distributing books, be it cleaning the floor, be it cleaning the pots, be it cooking, whatever it is. Okay. Now this is very, very important. Bhajana kriya is also of two varieties: anishtita, unsteady, and nishtita, steady. Okay. Now we are going to first discuss about anishtita. Unsteady performance of devotional service is of 6 types. This understanding, this analysis is very, very important. Okay, because many of us will be stuck here. First is utsahamahi. Utsahamahi, false confidence, or like we can understand generally, utsahamai, full of josh. This is this, like this, like what Prabhu was saying, right? Somebody super enthusiastic. I'm going to give up everything. I'm going to become sannyasi tomorrow, right? This is utsahamahi. Too much excessive enthusiasm, right? Then sporadic endeavor, ghana tarala. Sporadic endeavor means doing something now, then stopping. Doing something, stopping. Doing something, stopping. Sporadic. It's not consistent. Okay. Next is vyudha vikalpa, indecision. Indecision is basically same thing, right? Like we take a decision and then we back out on it. Indecision, not fixed in our decisions. And this nature is actually reflects in small decisions also. This if a person has indecisive nature, small decisions also he'll go back and forth. Struggle with Maya, Vishaya Sangara, struggling. We can see if devotees are struggling with Maya or they have conquered Maya, right? And inability to uphold vows, niyama kshama, niyama kshama. Like we say, I'm going to do this, then next day gone, or 1 week later gone, right? And enjoying the waves. Tarangarangini, enjoy. Each one characterizes unsteadiness in devotional service. So we are going to discuss each of this in detail. It's very, very important. And what is our practical application for all of us to understand where we are? Or if any of these are actually affecting us. If none of these are affecting us, we should understand we have crossed that anishtita bhakti, which means we have crossed anartha nivrutti almost. We have come to nishta. So we know the different stages of bhakti, right? Ado Shraddha, Tata Sadhu Sangha, then Bhajana Kriya. Based on the nature of Bhajana Kriya, we say whether the person has crossed Anartha Nivrutti or and whether he's gone into Nishta or he's not gone into Nishta. Somebody who's not gone into the stage of Nishta is Anishtita, which means he is in that Anartha Nivrutti stage. And Anishtita Bhakti is characterized by these 6 qualities. Utsahamahi, sporadic endeavor, Vyuda Vikalpa indecision, struggle with Maya, Vishaya Sangara, inability to uphold vows, and enjoying the waves, Taranga Rangini. Is this clear? Any doubts? Anybody? Is this clear for everybody? So let me repeat again. So there is Ado Shraddha, then there is Sadhu Sangha, association of qualified devotees with similar taste. Then there is Bhajana Kriya. Once somebody starts Bhajana Kriya, and Bhajana Kriya normally is when actually devotees start this Bhajana Kriya after initiation, generally. Right? So, Bhajana Kriya, then in Bhajana Kriya, there are 2 types. So, either somebody is doing steady devotion or he is doing unsteady devotion. Somebody who is doing steady devotion, he's done Bhajana Kriya, started Bhajana Kriya, and he's crossed the stage of Anartha Nivritti, which is the 4th stage. Ado Shraddha, Tata Sadhu Sangha, Tata Bhajana Kriya, Tata Anartha Nivritti. If he is doing steady devotion, that means he's come to Nishta, which is after Anartha Nivritti. If somebody is not steady in their devotion, then they are in this Anartha Nivritti stage, which means they have not come to the stage of Nishta. And many times I've told this Anartha Nivritti is like a uphill, like a climbing uphill, like trekking, up the hill. Say, suppose you're cycling up the hill. How much effort should you put? We are going to be struggling and pedaling and pedaling and pedaling and pedaling. Now, even if we stop pedaling for 10 seconds or 5 seconds, what will happen? Because we are on a steep uphill, we're going to just, recede. We're going to just go back, right? We're going to go down the slope. What is faster? Putting effort to climb up the hill is faster or going down is faster, right? Obviously, going down is faster. So, if devotees stop putting effort, then, they make little progress, they make more, they go down more. And again, they have to put more effort, right? And they lose enthusiasm. And then they either go off from bhakti or they end up not making any progress at all. All this is the problems with remaining on the platform of Anartha Nivritti or Anishtita Bhakti. So we have to remember that we have to continuously keep pedaling, 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 pedaling. Now, if suppose we are now very tired and we are not able to pedal, suddenly we have to call out for help. Somebody from ahead of us who are more strong, will throw a rope. Then we tie that rope onto our cycle and then we are also pedaling slowly, but not as intensely. And that person is pedaling so intensely that he or she will pull us up. This is what needs to be done. Okay, so we'll understand what are the qualities or characteristics of this Anishtita Bhakti tomorrow, Krishna willing. Okay, is there any question, anybody? Is it clear? Please, if you are not able to understand something, please ask, because then this book will be uninteresting. Somebody yesterday was talking and said, Prabhu, I didn't understand the first chapter itself. I said, you have to hear again. Hear again, ask questions. It's not that we'll understand it everything first time, right? It's like maybe for me now, it's the 4th or 5th time I'm reading this book, right? So it may not be, we may not be able to understand fully, but we should at least try and we can ask questions. and try to get clarification so that, we can move forward. This book is very important. If you're not able to understand earlier topics, it becomes very difficult to understand later topics. By the way, we are already covered 25% of the book. Okay, so it's sufficient, significant amount of knowledge has already been shared. Okay, is it okay with everybody?
Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Dandavat Mataji.
Just wanted to ask, like, we have to make our assessment ourselves, like by reading this book.
Yeah.
And, like, we are not, like, what should I say? We don't have the capability. It is not like some close devotee or some guru like Siksha Guru. It is only we that we can assess at which stage we are.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a Shiksha Guru, definitely he or she should be able to help you out in this process. That's the idea of Shiksha Guru.
Because
But
I
see,
feel we may be wrong in assessing ourselves, or I don't know.
no, we have to assess ourselves. See, introspection is an integral part of spiritual life. Introspect means that is done by individual. There's no two people there, right? I do about myself. That is introspection. And we have to introspect, no? What what are the qualities that in us which are not good? Where should I put more effort? All that introspection should be done by us. Even if you have to talk to a Shiksha Guru, without your own introspection, what will we talk? What guidance can somebody give? We should have
Yes, we
at
can
least.
keep our weak points in front and ask for guidance how to
But
remove
that
them.
requires introspection, no? So how will you identify your weak points? You are introspecting.
Right.
This book is
And
about
Prabhuji,
introspection, actually. See, this book is just giving us a more structure for introspection.
yes.
It's
And this Anarth Nivritti is a different stage, no?
yeah, we'll talk
Is
about
a
that later. Yeah.
later stage. Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about later. I mean, I'm just starting the discussion about Anartha Nivritti, which is also called Anishtita Bhakti. Of course, Anartha Nivritti is not technically called Anishtita Bhakti. When somebody is doing Anishtita Bhakti, he is majorly in the stage of Anartha Nivritti. Anartha Nivritti basically means getting rid of anarthas, unwanted qualities, unwanted behaviors. That doesn't complete it. It goes up to prema, right? Even in Bhava, Bharat Maharaj fell, right? That is also because of anartha. So, of course, that has other reasons also, but technically for explanation, it is said that is also because even till Bhava, the anarthas continue. Only in Prema, it is completely eradicated. So, Anartha Nivritti is a stage which starts from Bhajana Kriya, with Bhajana Kriya, and goes on till the stage of Prema. Okay, but what we generally call Anartha Nivritti is this stage of Anishtita Bhakti. Crossing over Anishtita Bhakti, we will say Anartha Nivritti is crossed, because after that, the anarthas will not become an obstacle in the practice of our bhakti.
Okay. What I follow is Prabhuji, like if we get a steady devotion, then also we have an arthas, no?
Yes,
Like
absolutely. It's not
understood.
completely eradicated, but those anarthas do not become an obstacle in the performance of our bhakti. So we'll understand what that obstacle is, right? When we have to understand what Anishtita Bhakti is, then we'll understand, okay, am I in Anishtita Bhakti or am I in Nishtha Bhakti?
Yes.
Right? So
Thank
as
you.
of now, we understand Shraddha. Okay, we have to have three types of firm trust in Bhakti scriptures, genuine desire to engage in devotional activities, strong desire to attain the goal. That is the characteristics of Shraddha. Then Sadhu Sangha, he is a devotee. First of all, we have to hear. Then we have to get the association for devotee who is knowledgeable in pure Bhakti, who is affectionate, and who has similar taste. This is Bhajana Kriya. This is Sadhu Sangha. Then we are starting Bhajana Kriya, which are the activities of Bhakti. Now, when we do Bhajana Kriya, there are two types. Either it can be Anishtita Bhajana Kriya or Nishtha Bhajana Kriya. That's what we are going to discuss next. That okay?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Okay, if there's nothing else, then we'll conclude. Bhagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Acharya Mahoday ki jai. Samveda Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare